Welcome to Delightfully Dim-Witted, brought to you by the Double T's, Taylor and Tara.
Hey Taylor, how are you today?
I'm great. Excited for another episode of Delightfully Dim-Witted.
I know, my God, we're so, sometimes dim-witted, but sometimes we're not dim-witted. Sometimes we're quite smart.
Sometimes.
I can't necessarily name a time, but I'm sure there are times.
Yeah.
You know what? It's funny. Today you were in the car and we were chit-chatting and you were talking about, and I don't know how we got on the subject of anxiety and how you actually have a great deal of anxiety.
Sure do.
You're on medication for that, yes? Or no?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. It doesn't do anything.
No?
Well, it masks it for a period of time, but then it just comes back. It's like taking a sleeping pill. It gets you to sleep, but eventually you're going to wake up again, right?
Oh. How does your anxiety manifest itself?
Well, I'm anxious about most things. It doesn't matter what it is. It's life in general. It could be I'm concerned for the future. Dying is one.
No.
Yeah.
Are you really worried about dying?
Yeah, I get freaked out when I think about it. I over-obsess. I think that's what it is. I think myself into this anxiety. So I overthink things, and then by overthinking it, I come up with all of these different paths that life could take, and it freaks me out. I drive home. I don't make it.
Okay, worst case scenario. You die.
Right.
And then, so that's you have anxiety over the worst case scenario, or, well, if this happens, then what's my mother going to do? What's my future husband going to do?
And it's not even me specifically, because I'm like, I won't know when I'm dead. It'll be fine.
Right.
But it's thinking about family members dying, pets dying. I'm like, the inevitable, right?
Right.
And what will I do in that moment? So I'm thinking for the future, and it gives me anxiety because I'm like, that day's going to come. And how am I going to... It's almost like I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to deal with it.
How you're going to control it.
Yes, it's control. It's control. And as I told you in the car, I was thinking about... I don't even have the new game show, right?
Nope.
That we're going to be working on.
That
Tara and I work on game shows mostly in production. Mm-hmm.
That's true.
And Tara will not be on this next game show that I might be on. Might not. I might not even do it. It might not even come to fruition. Mm-hmm. But already today, I was thinking about everything that I'll have to do at the studio, and hiring of production assistants and hiring of a team under me, and how I'm going to be better than last time about dealing with a team under me that wasn't great. So it's just...
All the what ifs.
All the what ifs.
And then you work yourself into a tizzy.
Complete tizzy. I don't even know what a tizzy is.
But tizzy is, anyone who is over the age of 45 knows what a tizzy is. You are not over 45 because you're just...
I've heard the term, but I don't know that I've ever...
Why don't you Google it? You got those smartphones over there.
Thank God. Can I just tell you?
Don't say thank God for a smartphone. Don't say it.
No.
Don't say
thank God for Google.
Oh, Google.
Thank God for Google. Because I don't think that I could do my job without Google.
Well, I mean, before Google, we had the card catalog.
Tizzy is a state of excitement or distress.
There you go. I want you to figure out how to be more like me.
I was just thinking about this.
Because I do not worry literally about anything. And I use the word literally a lot, and I'm pretty sure I'm using it in the wrong context. I think literally has to do with literature, and I don't know. Because let's be honest, I'm a bit dim-witted. But I don't worry about any... I literally don't worry about the things I can't control.
Yeah, I don't know how you do that. I can tell myself not to. It doesn't work.
I live in a bubble filled with the air of denial on most days. It is a wonderful place to be.
Sounds fantastic.
It is. It is. The air is sweet.
Yeah, you're living in the now.
I am living in the now.
I'm living in the future.
Don't live in the future.
Without living in the future.
Nothing good can come from the future.
I know.
Or the past.
I don't think that's right.
That's not right, is it?
I think we learn from the past, so we got to think about the past.
You think that. You think we would learn from the past. You think we would learn from the mistakes, but we don't.
Sometimes we do.
But sometimes we don't. I can't even tell you how many times I have had a conversation with a friend of mine about the same thing over and over and over and over again. And you keep getting hit in the head with the same information, and yet you keep doing the same thing.
Then that person is psychotic, is what you're saying.
I think that most people will always make the same mistake twice or 3 times or 4 times. I think in general, we as people need to be very self-aware, and I feel like most people are not.
And we are very self-aware, which is why we call ourselves Dim-Witted.
Dim-Witted, exactly. Exactly, that is absolutely true. And there's nothing wrong with that. If anyone is out there listening to us, specifically women, I believe that they're thinking, oh my God, how can you call yourself dim-witted? That's terrible. It's an affront to all women everywhere. I'm not saying all women are dim-witted. I'm just saying I'm dim-witted. I'm not even calling you dim-witted.
No, because the thing is, we're smart.
We are smart. It has nothing to do with that. But we do have,
we have these moments.
And everyone has these
tons of moments.
Well,
it's like
not
our brains are trying to catch up, and if they don't catch up,
Right.
and our mouth just starts spewing information that we don't know is correct, right?
Right.
That's kind of what being dim-witted is.
I agree. I remember I was on a show and I was it was the end of the show and we were about to go into overtime, and I was desperate to get all of these people who were in the audience out of the stage. Mm-hmm. And I said, and people were just standing around. And I said, let's go. I can't have people Sorry. That's so stupid. I can't have people conjugating.
Conjugated.
And I used the word conjugate instead of
congregate.
And I didn't realize I made the mistake because I'm literally in that zone and freaking out trying to get before we go into overtime. And what does overtime mean?
It means more money.
More money. So I'm trying to get these people out, some dick from the audience had to make a statement like, and I don't even remember what he said. It's like, I don't want to conjugate that verb on the way out. And I'm like, and I didn't get what he said at the moment because I'm like,
until
just
you
get
thought
the
of it.
fuck out of my stage. And then afterwards, I'm like, well, I hope I never run into these people again because I sounded like the dumbest person ever.
Well, not really. I mean,
they knew what I meant,
right.
But I was a blonde, and I was like, oh, the blondes are just dyed blonde.
You're gonna.
Hey, dyed blonde, calm down, all you natural blondes. I'm talking about the dyed blondes.
That's true. I'm dyed blonde.
You are. 100%.
I have a lot of those.
You do
moments,
and it's okay.
Yeah.
And look, I know plenty of smart blonde women.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with that. It's just a funny joke. Calm down, you blondes out there. Jesus Christ, everybody's throwing it up.
Sensitive.
So
People
sensitive.
are so sensitive.
They are so sensitive. I'm not. Are you sensitive? I think you're more sensitive than I am.
I'm so much more sensitive. We have very different personalities.
But yet we're so the same.
I know, but you tell it like it is.
I do.
And you don't feel bad.
I don't feel bad.
But also when it comes from you, like if you yell at someone.
Are you saying I yell at people a lot? I do.
Yeah, you do. But it's normal. You kind of, you normalize. Is that a word?
Yes, it is a
word. You normalize that. And also, like, you don't stay mad.
No. What do you stay mad for?
Yeah. Like, 2 minutes later, you'll be like, hey, you want lunch? Like, hey, you want a treat? Let's go.
I think the difference is and I get this a lot. Everyone thinks I yell. But
it's just your speaking voice.
It really is. And I don't know if it's because I'm from Jersey.
Partly.
And everyone's like, it's definitely an East Coast mentality. I'm also Italian. So we talk at a higher level than most people as far as decibels. Mm-hmm. We're up here. We're a lot louder.
Yeah.
So it sounds like we're yelling. But really, we're just having a normal conversation. But the other person takes it as yelling.
And see, when I get mad.
Right. You get all red in the face.
Do I?
Yes, you do.
That's funny.
Yeah.
I'll it's not yelling. It's like,
Frustration?
yeah, it comes out as frustration. And then it sticks with me. And then I feel uncomfortable. There's like an uncomfortable feeling like, okay, there's tension now.
Okay.
Right? Mm-hmm. And I can't cut that tension right away. It has to de-escalate.
Okay.
Whereas there's no tension after. Do that. How you accomplish that?
I accomplish that by really not caring what other people think.
See, and I don't know how you do that. But you care. You care,
about people.
Right.
But I don't care about what other people think of me.
Yeah.
Or what I do.
And you don't care about putting people in that feeling of, I fucked up. Because they deserve it? Is that what it is?
Well, I feel that if you mess up, you should know that you messed up so you can fix it for later. And everyone makes mistakes. I make mistakes. Everybody makes mistakes. Just don't make the same mistake twice. Which goes back to people make the same mistake twice and they don't learn from their lessons. But I don't feel bad calling them out because they need to know that they messed up. So again, they don't do it again.
It's good. It's direct communication.
It is constructive criticism. Now, most people get offended by it. I've hurt people's feelings. I'm sorry. I'm not going to say anything that's not true. It's always going to be true.
Right.
So people who are self-aware will go, yeah, you know what? Like you, I messed up. My bad. I won't make that mistake twice.
Yeah.
You know?
I want to know.
You want to know.
Yes. And
but most people don't.
What I don't like, and I feel like I do this sometimes, it's passive aggressive, right? So instead of directly telling someone that they messed up, it's you kind of give like a cold shoulder and the other person just thinks, oh, maybe I messed up, but they don't really know, right? Oh, yeah. I feel like I do that sometimes.
Well, I think that's because there's a fear of confrontation. You have a fear of confrontation, but I think that fear also comes from you not wanting to, or not necessarily you, but someone not wanting the other person to look poorly upon them.
Yeah, it's wanting to be liked, I guess. It comes back to that.
I don't care if anyone likes me, which is why I have no friends.
That's not true.
Okay, I have like 2 friends.
And everyone loves you.
But I don't like them. I mean, no, that's not true. It's kind of true.
Yeah, I don't know. It seems like people respect the fact that you're direct, even if they've been at the brunt of it at one point, right?
Maybe.
Unless they're the brunt of it like way too many times.
Well,
and
then they're
just
not
like,
working for me anymore.
That bitch. Yeah.
Well, that's it. I mean, you either like me or you don't like me.
Yeah.
And there's plenty of people out there who don't like me.
Yeah.
I can't name them.
See, and I have the same issue.
But I don't
And
care.
I'm trying.
Right.
So maybe I should just stop trying.
Stop trying.
Yeah.
Stop trying. People are going to like you and people are not going to like you. And the reality is the people who don't like you, you don't like anyway.
That's true.
So who cares?
You're right.
Which, again, is easy for me to say because that's just who I am. Though I do have to say, there's one thing, and I know you're going to be like, let it go. There is a gentleman who I was good friends with, and I would talk to him every day. And now he's not returning my calls. And it's so crazy. And I know it must have offended him somehow.
But he didn't tell you.
But he hasn't told me.
Passive-aggressive.
It's so annoying. And I'm getting ghosted by a friend. Just a friend, you know. And I'm like, why am I getting ghosted? What did I do to offend him?
Be direct.
Just tell me. And I'll apologize.
This person needs to be direct.
I know. I wish I can't say who it is. But you know who it is because you're the one who's not calling me back. And I feel like I'm getting to be a stalker.
This person's not going to listen to this.
Oh, that's true. They're not going to listen to it.
Because they apparently hate you.
Exactly. And I don't know why. But I actually don't care. I really, at the end of the day, don't care. I mean, I would apologize because I don't want to hurt anybody's feelings.
But what would you don't even know what you'd be apologizing
I've absolutely
for.
no idea. But that's why you should call me and tell me. What did I say?
Yeah.
I mean, I would always give him shit that he works too hard and he needs to spend time with his family. He's a workaholic. He's a total whore when it comes to work. He will take any job.
We know it's a man.
We know it's a man. It is a man. You know who you are. He will take any job. He doesn't care. He'll do like 4 or 5 jobs. I can't do that. I'm a one job gal. I'm a one job gal. I'm a no man gal and a one job gal.
I like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But also, you put everything into one job,
Yes.
whereas when you take multiple jobs,
Yeah.
you're not really putting everything into it.
I can't do anything.
You're doing
half-assed.
half-assed.
Yeah, I can't do it. It's not how I'm built. It's not how you're built either.
Not
We're
at
just
all.
not built. Which is why I always say you are the a lot younger, taller, prettier, smarter version of me. And when I retire, which is hopefully soon, well,
I don't know
not
if I
off of
could-
this podcast, but maybe if I retire from our business, you'll take over for me.
Maybe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Why do you say that?
Because I don't know if I could. I have to learn to be as direct as you and to
You
not
do.
take anyone's shit.
Yeah, you do. Yeah, that's your big. I'd say that's your biggest weakness.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but you're so good every other way. You just care. You care too much about other people.
Mm-hmm.
Feelings.
Yes. Yeah, stop caring about people's feelings.
Yeah, you gotta just don't
stop.
Just stop. You got any other topics for us? Just kidding. How do you like my hair, by the way?
I like it. It's growing.
It's growing, but look at the amount of what is in my hair.
You're going gray,
It's gray.
and you're just going with it.
I'm going to go with it, and here's why. So the reason I'm growing it out is because, as I'm not sure if you remember, back in October, however many months ago, I went to the hairstylist, and she bleached my hair
Yeah.
and left the bleach on too long.
She fucked shit up.
She fucked some shit up.
Like hair was falling out.
Hair was falling out. She called them baby hairs. They were not baby hairs. It was a clump on the top of my head that was literally missing because she just left the bleach in too long. Which, again, own your mistakes. If she had said, oh my God, I left it on too long and now half your hair's gone, I would have been like, it's cool.
You know why
it's
she
hair.
didn't?
No, I don't know why
She
she
wanted
didn't.
to collect that money still.
I still would have paid her. That is the irony. I would have paid her. Look, if you own your mistakes, just own it's like, I messed up. I'd be like, all right, but give me a discount. Don't make me pay full price. But I'd be like, all right, you spent the work. It's fine. We all make mistakes. I don't have a problem with that. But own your damn mistakes. So,
Yeah.
of course, now I'll never go back to her.
Right.
But now, because all that hair, it's now growing out. So before I throw bleach onto my hair,
Yes.
I want to see what I'm working with.
Yeah.
I want to see how much gray I actually have. I'm 49, going to be 50 this year, and I have a good amount. But what do you think? Do you
It honestly, though, it,
blends in with the blonde?
yeah.
Yeah. But it looks good.
Yeah.
I think.
It looks healthy, too.
Really, because it doesn't feel healthy. If you feel it, it feels a little straw-like still. I feel like I'm going to dye it back blonde, but I just want to see what I'm working with.
I
Though,
get it.
let's be honest, I don't have a problem with gray hair. Like, everyone's like, oh,
I wouldn't think that you would.
I don't care how old I look or whatever. I mean, I look better than some of my friends.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, some of my girlfriends back from, childhood, I look at them, they're the same age, and they look like they were rode hard and put away wet. You know what I'm saying? Like, rode hard, put away wet. Like a horse.
Yeah,
After a
okay.
rain, I was like, oh, girl, life has not been kind to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like, I was
I
like,
do.
woo! What have
But
you
you're
been doing?
also, you're not going out and getting Botox and.
I'm not going to get Botox. I'm not going to get a nose job. I'm not going to get a vagina lift if there's such a thing. I probably need it. 'Cause
There is.
is there? Because I'll be
vaginal
honest,
tightening.
you know that, like, every time I coughed, I peed a little bit.
Yeah, I thought.
You
Are
know,
you
I've had
still
this-
doing that?
No, because my cough has gone away, but I feel like every time I do cough that I do have to, like, pee a little bit. But I'm going to do vagina lifts. You know what I mean? Like those Kegels.
Kegels. You're
Yeah.
gonna do Kegels?
They're hard, though. I'm, like, doing them right now. And literally, Taylor, like, I'm like, it's like, I feel like it works out my core, too. Like, if I'm doing it right. And by the way, how do you know how to do them? Like, it's just a feeling. You're just kind of, like, moving
true.
your like,
How do you
vagina.
explain to
I
someone
don't know
how to do Kegels?
how to do a Kegel. Isn't that a great question? Because I'm sitting here trying to do it.
How would you? I would explain it as suck your vagina.
I know, that's exactly what I'm doing, and it's shockingly hard. It's not an easy, like, to keep on.
It's not hard.
Okay, then
Maybe with your floppy vagina.
Well, I mean, my vagina hasn't seen action in, I don't know, what's it been?
You said
Almost
16,
20 years.
20 years.
Well, 33. I'm 49. So, Yeah, 16 years. Right?
No.
33.
Yeah.
49. 9 minus 3 is...
7 plus 9.
Where are you 7?
33 to get to 40 is 7.
Is 16. 7 plus
9
9
plus 7 is 16.
Okay, maybe you should not take over for me if we don't know simple math.
It's just you put me on the spot.
I know, you're so bad at on the spot. I get it. I know, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I just need time.
I understand. I feel like I judged you too quickly, and I apologize.
Well, I feel like that's part of it. When you put people on the spot, I'm not good on the spot.
Yeah, and it's okay. And I don't think anybody is. I mean, I
know
did
some
say...
people are good on the spot. You're probably good on the spot.
I said conjugate and not congregate. I'm just saying.
That's because you were in the moment and you were just
on the
you
spot.
were trying to spew.
I was on the spot.
You were trying to spew words out, which I get, but like making a speech, great at that. You are great at that.
I am. I don't care. I got stuff to say. I'm going to say it.
I overthink.
I think the problem is you have too much time to think about it. Maybe you got too much time to think about it. If I said, Taylor, go talk about, okay, I can't even come up with something. Talk about basil plants. Go.
Yeah, and I would talk, but then if I couldn't find the words, right,
You'd say conjugate.
I wouldn't search for, I wouldn't. I'd be like, what is that word that I'm looking for?
Okay.
And then I would just be in my head trying to find the word while nothing is coming out, or I'm just saying, I can't find the word like we just had we're cutting out.
Right. Later. Sorry, guys, you're not going to hear that part where we spent about a half hour her trying to come up with a word because we've edited that.
Passive-aggressive.
But you're like, oh, it's so seamless. She knew the word right off the bat. She did
not.
Had to Google.
Lots of editing.
That bad boy.
Yeah. That's why I say thank God for Google. So lucky.
I know, but it's made people lazy.
Yeah, that's true.
You know?
Yeah.
I want my kid to... I mean, we're digressing. We were talking about gray hair and aging and stuff like that.
Let's go back to it.
Do you worry about aging? I mean, you're 33, so, you know, you're not there yet, but...
I feel like once I start to see wrinkles, which I haven't yet, really, then it will probably get to me.
And what do you think you would do about it?
Oh, I'm going to get Botox for sure.
No.
Hell yeah. Really? I've already started.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Because my mom was getting this laser procedure done, and the dermatologist, she's a close friend too, that was doing it, my mom had said, what should Taylor do for her skin beforehand? And she goes, wrinkle your forehead a little? And I did, and I was thinking, like, she's not going to see anything. She's like, we got to work on that.
What?
Like,
See, but they just
and then
want
she
money.
said, furrow your brow? No, she did it for free. Family friend. She said, furrow your brow. Yeah, we got to take care of that too. And I was like, all right, get in there. And honestly, kind of like it. I'm showing Tara at the moment my lack of lines. Can't really lift my eyebrows that much.
Yeah, but you know what? Here's the thing. You got a lack of lines. Okay, you look great. I'm not going to lie. But you know what? There's something about, you know what lines tell you? Lines tell you.
You've lived.
You've lived. I know. I've lived. I mean, not lived as much as some of my friends, but I've lived. I mean, I love it. I furrow my brow, right? My forehead. And my kid, he'll come in the morning and he'll like play the lines like an accordion, right? Like a little guitar, like bring, 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 because it's all wrinkled up. And I think it's adorable and cute and fun. And I don't know, it's kind of sexy. Wrinkles
You're different.
No, look at Helen Mirren. That woman is stunning.
She probably had work done.
Well, she still has wrinkles, though.
Yeah,
and she's
but
stunning.
There's a difference between having work done and having too much work done, right?
Fair, because
Helen Mirren probably looks good, and you say she's still
good.
So she's still embracing some of the lines. But if she didn't do anything, those lines would be, oof, you'd be like, oh, she's lived all right.
Maybe. I mean, look.
She's lived too long.
Hey, look at my dad. He's 90. Does he look 90?
Men are different. Men are different. Men age differently.
That's true. They do age better. But who cares? I mean, you care. I just realized you care. We had a whole thing about...
So vain.
Are you
so
really?
Vain. Yes. Yeah, I feel like most people in Los Angeles are, especially.
Well, that's true. We do live in Los Angeles, if you didn't know, but...
Yeah. When I look better, I feel better.
Well, that's true. I obviously feel better when I look better, but I also don't have a problem feeling bad. You know what I mean?
Do you feel different when you feel like you're not looking your best? Yeah, because you got wigs when the hair thing was happening.
Yeah,
so you obviously you cared about the appearance.
No, I didn't care about the appearance. That was a lazy thing because I didn't have to do my hair. I love the color, and I could never dye my hair that color, the color of those wigs.
Yeah.
And I also didn't have to do anything. Yes, my hair was grown out and it was jacked up because COVID and I couldn't get my hair cut. Yeah, I looked terrible. You're right. So you're right. Okay, fair enough. I had to work through it in my mind and go around. But you're right. I like the way I look in the wigs. But it was also laziness. I didn't have to do anything.
So
I just
it was
threw it
easy plus you.
It looked good. Yeah. I could never have hair that looked. My hair would never look that great. I mean, obviously, I
like a more natural hair look, if I'm being honest.
You didn't like my wigs?
No.
That almost hurts my feelings if I had them. I don't, so I don't care because I'm still going to wear them.
Yeah, because you like them.
I
like that you do it based off of how it makes you feel, right?
Yeah, I don't care about anybody else, yeah.
I do to some extent, but also if someone tells me like, that doesn't look good, then I re-look. And I'm like,
really?
Yep.
I mean, I did have that guy ask me if I had cancer because
quite a few people have come up to me and I'm like,
does Tara have cancer? Now, here's the interesting thing. Black people wear wigs all the time.
Yes.
But no one asked them if they got cancer.
But they also spend so much money on those weaves.
Are you telling me my wigs
were cheap? Yes.
Okay, they were cheap. Yeah, that's true. And they probably look like wigs.
And they spend hours and hours having them weaved into their hair to
No.
Some do.
Some are that's the difference. There's a weaves and then there's the wigs.
Okay.
My child's aunt wears wigs who is black. I am white. My child is black.
Can you tell it's a wig?
No. Yeah, kind of. I mean, yeah, no. I don't know. Actually, that's a great question. I don't think so. I mean, some of them you can tell because I'm like, oh, I just hate that hair. But
right,
some of them are fantastic. But she makes her own wigs.
With what?
She goes out and buys the hair and sews her own wigs.
See,
I don't have that talent or the patience.
Yeah, nor do you have the patience.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Well, Taylor, look, I think our time is about up today.
Is it?
I mean, we just flew by, though I feel like...
Did we talk about anything?
I don't think we did talk about anything. What did we talk? We talked about my amazing gray hair, a little bit of aging.
My anxiety.
A little bit of anxiety, and that's about it.
Yeah, and we remain dim-witted.
We do remain dim-witted.
Delightfully
dim-witted. All right. Well, thanks everybody for listening. Until next time.
Take care.
Take care.